What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Barters here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. When we left off,
got Miss You.
Yeah, we got down to a lot of the business
Sheena,
that went
AKA
down.
A lot of other names, apparently.
Yes, to what a lot of people consider to be what should have been the end of the game. But now we have to continue actually solving the case at hand, since they decided to have Miss You not be the murderer, because, you know, you have to have an extra twist in here. So we get to have our final boss battle that everyone has warned us about for so long. So here we go.
I just love how she's like, I didn't kill anyone, by the way. And we're like, what?
It's like, oh, come on. We had this done, and then you had to say that. So now we know who the Yatagarasu really was, and that there remains much to this case that needs to be resolved.
Like how the weapons cross country lines, for example. The two countries have incredibly strict security systems and entry procedures. Short of a miracle, it's impossible for someone to have smuggled them in.
Smuggling them in, huh? You'll need to open a new line of investigation on just as this aspect alone.
Oh boy.
But before we do, I would like to go through my evidence once more and get rid of all the unnecessary shit that probably involves, you know, the Yatagarasu.
Any evidence has been rearranged.
Hey, there's the VCR here, sir.
Remember what you just said off camera before we started about Gumshoe being gone?
I figured that he was taking, because it made it sound like he was taking Detective Bad, well, I guess now just Bad, down to the precinct.
They just escorted him, I guess.
I guess he just walked by the door. All right, you go along now, pal. You're free to go. It's like, I told you to take me to prison. No, I'm not arresting you. Go home, pal.
He's like, I don't want to see you go.
Yeah, let's see what's on that tape Detective Bad gave us. This piece of evidence from the KG8 incident, hidden from sight for 10 long years. I just know that this is related to the current case somehow. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please play the tape for us.
Play the tape.
Listen. Sure thing, sir. Everyone gather around.
It's the ring.
Twist ending.
Dude, that'd be a good setup for a meme, just saying.
This man, it's Manny Kochin.
And he's holding a knife in his hand. This looks like footage from a security camera at the entrance of an apartment building.
I mean, I don't know how many security cameras are, you know, at chest level, but okay, whatever you say. An apartment building? How do you figure that?
Unlike you, I actually read the summary on summary file on the KG8 incident, and the crime scene was the victim's own apartment.
So this footage was shot at the entrance to the victim's own apartment building.
At the trial, Mr. Faraday claims that this piece of footage existed.
However, no one could find it.
Yes, somehow someone was able to steal it and hide it through Ernest Armano.
I can see how this would have been a definitive piece and why someone would want to hide it. But it's a piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case. There's no way it's related to this case we're working on now, sir. Actually, I believe it has everything to do with the case we're working on now. The ringleader even went so far as to use Mr. Portsman to retrieve it.
Yeah.
Which means that in this video lies a very inconvenient bit of footage to the ringleader. Where? Wait, what was that?
The Blue Badger. No.
Huh?
Somehow.
That bit you played just now. Please show it to me again.
The Blue Badger time traveled. And is the real culprit of everything.
Oh god, that's
a time traveling
horrifying.
mascot.
This car. This is something we cannot overlook. Why is that, sir?
Look at the flag on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a flag on there. This is the national flag of the Principality of Cadopia.
I was gonna say it's a Cadopian flag.
And because there's a national flag on it, we know this to be an official government car. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there?
Miss Uncommon, Miss Edward. So you were here all this time.
He's even coming in from the right side and everything.
This is you.
Oh, Ambassador Alba.
Thank you very much for continuing the investigation even at this time of night. If only I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I am truly sorry.
This wasn't your fault, sir. This had nothing to do with how careful you were.
You idiot Quackers, you couldn't have chased after the temple thief. Now then, let's get down to the real reason why I came looking for the two of you. I would like you to put the investigation on hold for a while. Can you do that?
Excuse me?
I heard you've apprehended the thief and turned this embassy upside down, and we are in the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. We can't exactly have the police and detectives walking around here forever. You're scaring the visitors away, so I hope that you can understand how I feel.
But we must finish our investigation and resolve the remaining issues.
Why don't we leave the rest of the Alabastion and Babylese police?
Ambassador, we're so close. Just a little more and...
Miss Von Karma, I'm afraid I've made up my mind. And without my permission, you can't proceed with the investigation anyway, right?
That's true, however...
As he said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be Alabastion soil.
Yeah.
In which case, we are nothing but foreigners in their land. Is this really where our investigation ends?
To the end. Who said hold it?
Sir!
Yo!
Hi. He puts his sunglasses on before coming in.
Agent Lang, you're back on the scene rather quickly.
Yeah.
If I laid back and took a break, I'd lose my scent of my prey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Agent Lang, what in the... Why have you returned?
Because I have to solve this case no matter what.
Agent Lang, what the fuck are you doing here?
Well, I'm sorry to inform you. And don't take this the wrong way, I don't suspect you personally. However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief, and so...
Gah.
Under these circumstances, I wish to put your investigation on hold. After all, I believe our own police can handle things from here. They are quite capable.
Ugh.
Everyone disliked that.
Yeah. At this rate, our investigation really will come to a close.
Now it's his turn to laugh.
Ambassador Alba, I get it now. I really do.
Oh, I'm very glad you understand how I feel.
No, not that. What I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder.
Was it him?
I mean, why else would he be stopping us from the investigation?
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, I need
That's
you to
why
leave
he's
now.
laughing. He's just like, oh,
Yeah.
you.
Did you...
No? Killer?
Why the hell does everyone have a stutter all of a sudden? What was that?
Do you really mean that, Agent Lang?
Did I stutter? Wolves don't lie.
Then who is it?
What the hell is going on here?
Wolves can't. Oh, yeah, he stuttered again.
Is everyone okay? Is there a voice changer that's not affecting me because I'm a wolf? This is weird. Well, let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Cochin's murder. That was all Sheena. Huh? Lang Zi says, the truth lies not at the exit, but rather shines outside the maze itself.
Very profound.
The truth is unexpectedly simple. So let me ask you this. Who do you think was the Mask the Second's killer? I'll tell you who. It was you,
What?
Francesca von Karma.
Pardon? They're all like, excuse.
Okay, he took that.
I was a killer.
Okay, I think he took us arresting his subordinate a little too far. He's like, you get my subordinate, I'll take yours. It's like, but he's my subordinate.
Yeah.
Is he really? Who's the one that's been in charge here so far? Come on, really now.
Hey, wait, but that's impossible.
Yeah. Although that whip is actually quite,
Hold your tongue is that ludicrous remark you were about to make.
Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder? Yeah, I am.
Huh.
He doesn't appear to be joking.
Even though he's
Hey,
constantly
sis.
smirking.
I remember that just before Ambassador Alba went to give his speech, he called you into his office, right?
Yes, he did. But what does that have to do with anything?
I'm getting to that. Furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you moved around rather freely between Alabasta and Babal, did you not?
And where is your evidence that I'm the killer?
I was just getting to that. Trust me, I'll show them to you in due time. Ambassador Alba, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I'll need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission?
No, fuck off. The things as they are, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Good. And let's move out. Oh, don't even think about running away, sis. My pack will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
As if I would have any reason to flee. But just so we're clear, your logic had better be sound. Because I'll accept nothing short of a perfect explanation.
She seems rather upset, not that I blame her. I expected you'd accept no less. But we'll see how long you can keep that nose of yours stuck up in the air like that. Agent Lang, as someone related to tonight's case, I request that you allow me to take part, and so that I may clean up my superior's mess. I guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's the peanut gallery.
Oh, in that case, I want to join in too. I still haven't seen what it looks like in Alba yet.
Someone say peanuts? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in like 3 days because I haven't had any money. If you let Kay in, then you've got to let me in too, pal. I can't sit around and do nothing when Miss Von Common's in trouble.
Hey, Gummy, let's have a competition to see who can save her first, okay?
Okay, I'll take you up on that. Oh yeah, I'm fired up. I'm raring to go.
I'm fired up.
As a detective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited over. Sounds like this is going to get real interesting. Ambassador Alba, I'll be bringing these kids along for the ride.
Oh, very well. But I'd like you to keep in mind that this would be your last chance.
I just noticed that.
Yeah. I'll have this whole mess cleaned up before you know it. Now, let's go.
It's like, please say psych, dude.
I was about to say...
Do you think it was a bluff for him to be able to keep investigating?
Maybe, because I mean, if he just straight up went, "It's you," he'd be like,
"Okay, get the fuck out of here."
But maybe he... You know what? Because
maybe he's investigating under the cover of him being suspicious that it's her, but he's not like...
The way he's acting, I don't believe this is an actual him pinning it on Von Karma.
I think he's using this as an excuse to keep investigating on the down low.
Yeah, he's going to get things that supposedly tie someone else to the incident.
Yeah.
And then he'll use whatever he needs to tie it to him. Because, I mean, that's really the final thing, is that at any point, Mr. Alba can just be like,
"Out of here."
And then we're foreigners and we're out of this.
Yeah.
So he's got to do what he can to get it, done on his terms. That's probably what he's doing. Okay, now let's first go over the facts one more time.
Because he's not dumb.
No.
He really isn't.
Manny Cochin's body was found over in the Secretariat's office in Babal. The weapon that took his life was one of the alabaster ornamental knives. And then the body of Damas II, Mr. Kashinu. Or no, whichever one is supposed to be.
It's Kashino, because it's supposed to be like casino.
Oh, yeah.
Was found here in the ambassador's reading
office.
That in the comments.
Thank you, everybody. Through our investigation, we found that the murder weapon was the Prima Dieu statue. And that this is actually Babal's statue. This case, no matter how I look at it. Sis, if it wasn't you, then there's no one else who could have pulled this off. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Agent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you're saying?
Of course I do, sis. And I'm serious.
Why does he keep calling her sis?
You're on the, he's been saying that since day one.
I know, it's like Twitter culture.
Sup, bro? Do you even lift, bro?
What? No, where'd that come from? Put
That's
that back.
That's a 10-year-old meme.
No,
that was a meme when this game came out.
No, get that out of there.
You're on the trail of the smuggling ring and you want any evidence you could find. And so while people were distracted by the Yatagarasu's appearance, you snuck in here. That's when you two ran at each other. You and that other thief who took advantage of the confusion from the fire.
Even if all that were true, how do you explain the movement of the weapons?
Don't worry, I plan to show that you're the culprit behind that too. You had permission to investigate both embassies at will. With that kind of free reign, you could have easily taken the weapons across country lines. Hey now, did he catch it? Is that what his art was? Did he catch the whip?
I don't think so.
I thought I saw him reaching out, so I'm not sure, but I'll have to look back at that later.
I think maybe he just blocked it or something.
I thought I already told you I'm not messing around here. This case isn't directly tied to the smuggling ring. but Sheena certainly is tied to the smuggling ring. He is right in saying that she is a member of the smuggling ring.
How many times are we gonna say smuggling ring?
Smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring,
Oh, so close.
the smuggling ring, could it not be deeper than what any of us can imagine about the smuggling ring?
Let's get this ridiculous circus over with already.
But the Berry Circus is out of town right now. Francesca, you need to calm down. Because you only know the facts of the Alba side of the case.
The alley
I
bitch.
don't believe you can see the case as a whole and therefore solve it.
What?
But don't worry, I am taking this seriously as well, and I will prove your innocence. That's the only way to be, Mr. Prosecutor. But can you come up with anything else that can top my hypothesis? Of course, your explanation has to solve the mystery of the moving weapons as well. Of course, and I will. Let's now delve into the truth behind the murder of Damas II.
You do understand, don't you, Miles Edverse? This isn't just a confrontation against Agent Lang. If you can't figure out how the murder of Damas II is related to the smuggling ring,
Your own sister pretty much is going to be arrested.
then it means the end of our investigation.
Or that too. Guess I'm just caring about someone more than I should, apparently. As long as I have no good counter-arguments to this hypothesis, then the best I can do is walk this thin tightrope and see what I can do. Come on, Mr. Prosecutor, let's get started. Yes, let's.
How dare he accuse my girl?
For real. Border crossing weapons!
She is untouchable. You cannot accuse...
One of Alba's knives was used in Babal to murder Mr. Cochin. And the murder weapon in the killing of Damas II is Babal's prima due statue. Somehow these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security. The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you.
I don't know why, but I like that sprite of him.
Yeah, that's decent. So as long
What?
Oh, he's decent.
Wow.
I don't know, it's just how I say things. So as long as I can't explain how the weapons moved about, Francesco will remain a suspect. You got it, Mr. Prosecutor. So you stop giving me a hard time. Under these circumstances, who the heck can carry a weapon across country lines? I've worked through every possibility. There's only one that's plausible. Your boss. Agent Lang, what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself.
Hey, I think maybe we gave him too much credit.
Maybe. What are you talking about? By focusing too intently on that which is in front of us, we become blind to the truth. Don't tell me Lang Z never said anything to that effect. You prosecutor. What do you think you are, speaking about Lang Z's proverbs like that? I don't need his proverbs. Because my words are all you will need to see the truth.
Okay. That was kind of lame.
Yeah. Alright, who needs proverbs when you have adverbs? Okay, so...
Who needs adverbs when you have abs?
Well, that was knives was used in the ball to murder.
There's no doubt this man have abs.
Christ. The murder weapon...
look at him.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if he didn't.
Alright, we're able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable security. The only one who traversed the two country lines just before and after the crimes was you. Is there anyone else?
I'm sure there's plenty of fan art out there.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Is there anything else that crossed, or is there anyone else who crossed the lines?
He looks like he's playing a horror game and he just heard something like in the back of his apartment and he's like, was that a ghost?
Yeah. What the hell was that? Well,
has that ever happened to any of you guys? You're playing a scary game and you hear something in your home and you're just like, what was that?
Yeah.
It's spooky, man. It's spooky.
All right, let me go ahead and press this, and then this might give us a little more information, because I had an idea, but I don't know yet. So, was Francesca really the only person to have traveled between the two countries? According to the guards at both doors, she's the only one to go back and forth. The sis there was in Alabas when the Yatagarasu showed. And then just before you guys found Mr. Cochin's body, she entered Babal. I think we can assume that's when she brought the knife into Babal. Now, how you explain the prima due statue? I haven't quite figured that out yet. However, the fact that the two weapons crossed the border proves that the killer must have also traveled across the country lines. The only things to cross the border are the prima due statue and the knife. I should hardly think that those are the only two items, Agent Lang. Okay, so that's what I need to focus on. Okay, that doesn't say those are the only two, but the only... Okay, so what would I go off of in that one? And the murder weapon. Somehow these two objects are able to penetrate to... Maybe it would be on this one. And was there anything else that switched... sides? What are these hair sticks for again? Canister patterns on them. There's some dirt on the tips.
Ooh, they are pretty.
Yeah, let me check that out. Design these things rather eccentric for hair sticks.
Huh? Really? Well, if they're that strange, what should I do with them?
I have to say, these are by far the most bizarre hair sticks I've ever seen. In any case, Kay, there's something I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you stick that hair stick of yours into your hair like that?
That's a secret.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Hey, Alice in Wonderland quote.
Okay, so...
Curiouser and curious.
Alright, let me double check. So the two things that he's saying... So, the murder weapon and the killing of Damascus second is the Premium Dew statue. And the Alabastion knife. So those are the two things that switch sides. Is there anything else that switched sides? Switched sides.
Is there anything else that switched sides?
Not the Yatagarasu, not the counterfeit bills.
Try to say switched sides 5 times fast.
I already failed doing it once. No.
Switch sides, switch sides, switch sides, switch sides, switch sides. Wait, I did it.
Good for you. Okay,
That looks like a chocolate bar.
It's a box of samurai dogs.
I know, but it looks like a chocolate bar.
Yeah. Huh.
Pick.
That's nice. I think the fountain spouts, the foot of Yatagarasu. So my theory is that saying that the only person that went between them was, you know, Von Karma, but I could use the picture of the Yatagarasu to show that, you know, it's supposed to be flying across to their embassy, so maybe that's what I need, but that might be too soon.
I was gonna say, what if that coat or whatever got yeeted across with the knives and all that? That was my first thought.
Well, it's not the fact that the coat went across the thing, so that's not it. All right, Langsy says you're an idiot. Come on, confidence is... Yeah, you shouldn't waste your breath on words you have no confidence in, Mr. Prosecutor, although I'm about to say that... I'll never do it. Fucking suck at this game.
You going to let him lecture you about your self-confidence like that?
Yes.
What?
Alright, just need to think rationally. After all, I need to be confident in the facts. Yeah, I'm not confident in shit right now. So the only things to cross the border are the Premium Dew statue and the knife. I should hardly think that those are the only two items, Agent Lang. But I literally don't see what else I have that cross the lines. Because that's the thing he's pointed out, but I don't... Because that stayed over on the side where it should be. Those butterflies aren't it.
Wait, the note.
I was thinking that, but that was given to... well, number one, I have to press on the right thing, so... maybe? I don't know.
I think that, that one.
This one here?
Yeah.
I don't know. And our health's gonna get low, so we're gonna need to stop doing this soon.
Yo, true.
I'm not confident in this at all. Nope, that's not it. So, you know what that sounds like? Sounds like this is gonna be the need of the walkthrough, as everyone warned, because we got to get the big brain stuff going.
Ouch!
So. Ouchie wowie.
I don't like this.
No, well, you know what? We're gonna be right back and wait for our big brain adventure to kick in. Okay, we're back.
Yay!
I found it out. It's the Ball Prima Dew statue, so we're gonna do the thing. Well, I mean, I guess, and now that I think about it, it makes sense because number one,
how would you get that past security?
Well, the other thing is the fact that the statues were switched, so technically there's two statues that moved. So let's see if that's what they talk about, because that might be Agent Lang. Those two items are not the only two to cross the border tonight. Oh? Damascus II was killed with the Ball's Prima Dew statue, yes. But if that's the case, then tell me, where did Alba's Prima Dew statue go? To Babal. Precisely, and if the two statues really were switched, then this means that both statues are smuggled across the border at some point, which means that a total of 3 items are smuggled across the embassies. I guess so. But you know what? It doesn't matter the number of items, only that the sis is the only one who could have done it. Because the only person who went back and forth between Alabast and Babal is her. Is that really true? Was there no one else who traveled between the 2 countries? Actually, there's definitely another person, one who paid a visit to both sides of the wall. Is that really so, Agent Lang? Realize it's time to try and bluff you out of this. I checked out what the guards said along with the security cameras footage. You're not going to overturn my hypothesis that easily. But suppose there was some other way other than through the theater doors.
He said that weird. Some
What
other way
other
than
way?
through the theater door.
The other entity that managed to cross the border unharmed.
The unharmed border.
If I point out, it would be... it would open up a whole new possibility. I'm all thrown off my game now. And though I hesitate to bring this out, as long as this entity exists, the impossible road becomes a possibility. Looks like you got some clever idea in mind. I do, and I can show it to you through a single piece of evidence. Fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that'll show me this other route. Show me what you got. Alright, now I'm confident that I would show the picture.
Ah, yes. Entity.
There we go. Agent Lang, I'm sure you're familiar with this unforgettable photo. A supernatural photo like I said before. Humans can't fly. No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well. And don't start claiming that Sheena somehow grew wings either. I wouldn't dream of claiming that. And I won't allow you to take back what you've said either. I'll say it again. It's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. So you'd better have a good explanation for this, Mr. Prosecutor. No. But how can I prove who it was that flew through the air in this photo? Wait, not humanly possible. Eureka! Eureka!
He said it in his head this time.
Very well. You will have your explanation. Since I have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Let's hear it. The face hidden within this photo's blurry trailed shadow is... Alright. So... Hear me out. Hear me out.
The statue?
Yes, but which one is the one that's on this side now? We're in Alabast right now, correct?
Yes.
We're in Alabast.
Yes, we are.
So, and if I remember right, I'm trying to remember which offices are where, because I need to know which direction.
Oh god.
Oh god, because I want to make sure I pick the right statue. Because I mean, I feel like
look at the photo, and it might tell you.
It says Babal's primitive statue and Alabast.
No, I mean the thing.
I was just saying if the fires on the 4th and 5th floor had taken place.
Fourth and fifth floor.
I mean, it looks like it's flying left. Correct? Yeah, because the trail is going off to the right, so it'd be flying towards the Alabastian side.
Yeah, because of the flag.
Which means that it would be the Babalese Primidu statue. Right? Because Babal's statue is the one that's transferred over here. And this is the one that was the murder weapon, right? Wait, no, that's the one originally from Alabast.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I would go with the Alabastian one since they're now saying that this was just used to be
that
real.
One was the used
but
as
swap
a weapon.
with the fake one. This was used as a weapon. So this was the one done after. Oh god! Oh god! Please! Oh god!
It's
please.
a 50-50 shot.
Yes!
Hey!
Oh, my big brain! Naturally, this shadow is the 3rd smuggled object, the Primidu statue replica. You can't be serious.
Oh, he's sweating.
Yatagarasu, or rather, Callisto Yu, dressed as Agent Sheena, was inside the ball. She dressed the replica statue up in clothes and launched it through the air. Mr. Prosecutor! You left out a very crucial bit in your explanation. I know I did. She launched it through the air? And how exactly did she do that?
What the heck? How did you do that?
That's what he decided to say, so... He's literally baring his fangs at me. But he has a point. How exactly did it move through the air like that? Almost as if there was a wire or something it was going across. As long as this remains unsolved, as if I don't have a piece of wire, we won't be able to move any closer to the truth. About the wire. Which reminds me, didn't he say this earlier? Hey sis, I remember that just before the Ambassador Alba went to give his speech, he called you into his office, right? So just for the murder, Francesca was called here, right into this very room. If that's the case, then that may be another avenue I can pursue. Agent Lang, in order for me to answer that question about the wire, I'll need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma. No? What are you up to now, pretty boy? Earlier you mentioned something of interest to me. You said that just before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room because Ambassador Alba had called for her. And for that reason alone, you believe her to be the killer. Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. In that case, I do believe it is my duty to ask her what her side of the story is. Do you really think a criminal like that, a criminal would tell us the honest truth?
Criminal like you, yeah. How dare you? As I've said numerous times, there's absolutely no proof that I'm the killer. Miles Edgeworth, don't tell me you suspect me too.
I don't. However, I can't ignore the fact that you were in this room at one point in time. Which is why I would like to hear about your movements in this room. Francesca, I feel I still don't have enough information. Which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome of this case.
Alright. So, what would you like me to talk about?
I'd like you to please testify to your movements in this room until the murder occurred. Now let's try this your way for a change. But if what she says I say turns out to be a waste of time, I'll place her under arrest faster than you can howl no!
No!
No! As you wish. And we're gonna get to her testimony next time.
Ooh, the heck, I can already feel the headache setting in.
Oh god, I've already taken 2 hit points, and of course after we did our wonderful, great job last time, they didn't give us any health back.
Oh, they didn't?
No,
Oh.
so we already had like 3 bars lost, so
Oh,
we're already
dear.
halfway down.
Oh, we're already halfway there.
Halfway there.
That's terrifying. Don't do that.
I'm sorry.